public defender is an attorney employed by the community and responsible for giving legal aid without cost to any person who seeks it and is financially unable to employ private counsel. It is his duty to defend those accused of crime until the issue is decided in a court of law. The first public defender's office in the United States was opened in January 1913. Over the years, other offices were opened. And today, that handful has grown to a network of lawyers cooperating to protect the rights of our clients.
They say truth is stranger than fiction. This was never better demonstrated than in the case of Renee Marchand, a 15-year-old girl charged with the shooting of a notorious gangland figure. I was assigned to the case by the Superior Court and ordered to contact Lieutenant Ken Davis at General Hospital. Renee's mother had also been shot, and since her condition was serious, Renee was being kept nearby.
Mrs. Marchand, West?
In a coma. The doc says she's entering the crisis. I wanted you around in case she talked. Might mean something to your client.
Any idea who shot him?
Sure, but I can't prove it. That's up to you.
What do you mean?
The kid may be able to give you the answers, if you can get her to talk.
Still won't talk to the police.
Seems in some sort of a trance. Maybe you'll have better luck.
Hello, Renee.
Is she dead?
Your mother's still alive, Renee.
Nous serons toujours ensemble.
What did you say?
It means always we will be together. My mother, my father, and I have always remembered it when there's trouble.
Why don't you tell me what happened? I must know the truth before I can help you.
Will the truth make my mother well again? Bring my father back to us?
The truth has performed many miracles.
Where should I start?
From the beginning.
Well, I guess that would be back in France in 1940, before I was born. My mother was one of the thousands who fled Paris before the fall of France. It was just outside of Chartres that she said goodbye to my father.
Every expression, all of your loveliness I must remember for so long.
Oh, please, Charles, let me stay with you.
I want you to go to America where there is peace and safety.
But there will be no happiness without you.
We have so much more than ourselves to think of now. And I feel better knowing George is there to look after you and the baby. Nothing can separate us, my darling. Always we will be together, remember that.
Oh, I won't forget.
I've made arrangements for the farmer to take you and George to Bordeaux. From then, both of you have passage arranged to New York. George!
Sure, I thought you two would never finish your goodbyes. Your sergeant is becoming very impatient. He says your company is to move up in 10 minutes.
I'll be right there. George, take good care of Colette and the baby.
Of course, they will be like my own.
You have to write the War Office if there is any change in your address in America.
There will be no change. My restaurant is very small. That will furnish us a living until you are away. No, I'll wait outside. But hurry!
All right, George, all right. Promise me one thing. When the baby is born, name her Renee.
There are also boy babies.
Not for us. We are going to have a daughter. And I want her to be as happy as you have made me. Come on, darling.
And as the years of war continued, Charles and Colette sought to remain near one another by means of letters. Then in 1945, just before victory, the letters from Charles ceased. But Colette never gave up, even when it became obvious to everyone else that Charles would never come back.
Voilà. Everything all right. Colette, Where have you been? I was beginning to worry. You are an hour late.
I'm sorry, Georges, but I wanted to see Monsieur Dubois.
So you went back to the French embassy again. Sherry, you must face reality. Stop torturing yourself.
But something could have happened. Charlotte could still be alive.
Oh, but it has been so many years.
Then you would have me admit my life is over?
No, there is your daughter, Renee. She is your life now. You must live for her.
Uncle Georges, always worrying about us, always caring for us. Oh, such a burden Renee and I have been to you.
Shh, I will not listen to such nonsense. Hello, we have customers. Show them what great entertainment can come out of a small restaurant. Huh? I am sorry, Monsieur Harrison. We're forced to close early tonight. My stove doesn't work.
I didn't come here to eat.
But right, I tell her you were here. Sherry.
Good evening, Mr. Harrison.
How many times have I got to tell you the name's Judd? Come over here and sit down. Got some great news for you, Colette.
What do you mean?
I just bought the Calcutta Club. You're going to sing there, maybe become a big star. How does that sound?
Oh, I'm sorry,
Well,
but...
you're always sorry and you always say no. This time I'm not listening. Here's your first week's salary.
But Mr. Harrison, Judd, this is so much. I mean, I'm not really a professional singer. Why do you want me?
When you go home, look in the mirror. You'll see for yourself. See you later.
As Judd Harrison had predicted, Colette Marchand became a star. Her talent and beauty were contributing factors. But the main reason for her success was a driving ambition to see that her daughter Renee had everything she needed to make her happy.
You tell Jenkins that wire service stays the way it is. It's taken us 5 years to set up book in that territory. No DA's gonna scare us out. Sure, I'll take care of it. Don't I always?
Hello, Talon. 3 years, not a bad martini. How'd the show go tonight?
Everybody stayed through it.
Good. How about running out to Hunter's Inn for a bite after we close?
Sorry, not tonight. I'm picking Renee up early from school. She's spending a few days with me before going to camp.
Summer camp. Apartment in the city. Exclusive school. Sounds like her mother's a success.
Don't make fun of me, Judd.
I'm not making fun. You are a success. You could be a bigger one if you wanted to.
What do you mean?
You could be Mrs. Judd Harrison.
Sorry. The answer is the same.
Colette, Renee's a young lady, and someday soon she's going to have a life of her own. What'll that leave you?
Her respect.
Still haven't told her about me, huh?
She knows I sing at the Calcutta Club. There's no reason for her to know more.
You're a funny kid. You work your heart out for that daughter of yours. Stay in love with a guy that's been dead 15 years. When are you going to start thinking of yourself?
I'm doing all right.
Someday you'll lose those looks, and then...
Maybe I'll go back to waiting on tables.
And maybe you'll change your mind about being Mrs. Judd Harrison. One thing is sure. No other man will ever step in. You can be sure of that.
Oh, it sounds wonderful. Maybe I can go. I'll call you back, Ricky. Bye. Oh, Mother, you look just beautiful.
Why, thank you for those nice words. You may zip me up.
Oh, that was Ricky Carson on the phone.
For 40 minutes, I gather that much.
His fraternity is having a party on his father's boat. They want me to come.
Georges? Georges, it's only 8 o'clock.
Oh, Colette, I must speak to you. It's something of great importance.
Well, certainly. Honey, go get my wrap.
Colette, I met someone. He wants me to give you a message. Nous serons toujours ensemble.
Always. We will be together. Remember that day, Colette.
was just serving a customer when he walked in. It was like a miracle. I shooed the customers out and locked up the place and brought Charles to you. You're not listening to me. In fact, you don't even know I'm alive. C'est bon.
Oh, we waited. We waited so long.
The last days of the war, I was captured. I've been badly wounded. For months, I knew nothing. Then I found myself back in France wandering about. Colette. All these years, until a month ago, I didn't even know my own name.
But why didn't you wire? Let me know you were alive.
I was afraid. Perhaps you had married again. I had to see George first to find out.
Father.
Ma petite! The baby whom I have never seen now is a young woman.
You are just like your pictures.
A little older, perhaps, but so much happier. And for the three of us, the rest of our lives shall be happiness. I promise you that.
Years. Now he returns. Crazy, isn't it?
Wonderful would be a better word.
After all those years, you're still in love with him?
Charlie's my husband. He, Renee, and I can be a family again.
What about me? What happens to me? Do you realize I love you, too?
I never tried to encourage you, Judd.
Well, I'm just supposed to forget the whole thing, huh?
Well, I'm afraid there's no alternative. Good night, Judd.
None for you, perhaps.
What do you mean?
All we made a bargain. I fixed it so your daughter could have the best of everything.
Well, all I have is the furniture, some clothes. I'll sell them. I'll pay you back.
No deal.
That's the best I can do. I'll stay until you get someone else for the show.
The show's not important. Look, baby. You're mine. I got a priority on you. Just because I treat you like you're made of glass, don't get any big ideas. The name is still Judd Harrison.
You mean you would force me to stay?
Maybe I'm just getting a little sentimental. But you got a husband and a daughter. You try to leave me and your whole world will come tumbling down. Oh, just thinking about that would make you a little sentimental, too.
So sorry, Charlotte, to be this late.
It's nearly morning.
A nightclub singer does not lead a normal life.
Well, anyway, Renee and I had a good visit. She told me all about you.
Told you what?
About your job, how hard you have worked. Is there more?
I'm afraid we've started off badly. Let's try again.
It's my fault, Colette. But the past few hours seemed like an eternity.
It's been the same with me.
But it gave me a chance to get to know Renee. Oh, you have done a good job. She's everything I had hoped for.
I'm glad.
She has taught me much about America. Hamburgers, French fries, malted milks.
America is a wonderful land, Charlie. You'll see.
It has been good to you and Renee. That alone makes it wonderful to me. I only hope you won't find too difficult leaving it.
What do you mean?
I have a job waiting for me in Paris. We will have to make arrangements to return.
Return, Charlotte?
You don't seem very enthusiastic. Oh, chérie, you both will be happy there, just as happy as you have been in America.
Charles, life here has not always been as pleasant as you may think. When we first got here, Georges did the best he could, but his restaurant was small and business was very poor.
Renee told me.
But there are so many things she never knew. Charles, I wanted to give Renee a good life, see that she had everything to make her happy.
And I shall devote the rest of my life to make you happy.
But so much has happened to me.
But so much has happened to the whole world. Only the future is important to us.
Wonderful word, future.
It will be wonderful to us. Now that we have each other, nothing can stand in our way.
Oh, it has been many days since you were here. Did you get so Americanized that you forgot about French cuisine? Ha.
There has been much to do.
Oh, I know. A man has to make many preparations for taking his family back to France.
Who is Judd Harrison?
I believe Colette works for a man by that name.
That was only at the beginning. I have made inquiries.
What has Colette told you?
When I mentioned Judd Harrison's name, it is just the same when I mentioned returning to France. She changes the subject.
I'm sorry. I don't know what I can tell you.
George, lies I can get from home. From old friends, I expect the truth.
Perhaps it is better that you find out from me. All those years you were fighting, and I'm sure that you felt that in some small measure what you were doing was for your family. In a different way, what Colette has done was for the same purpose.
Stupid. I don't want to argue about it anymore.
So this is Mr. Harrison.
Now that we've been properly introduced, I got a suggestion for you, Mr. Marshall. Get out of here. Get out of Colette's life.
Colette's life is my life.
I'm afraid you're in for a big surprise. Don't you think so, honey? But see that he's convinced. Because if you don't, I will.
Charles, I cannot go back to France with you.
I see.
No, you don't. I wish there was some way I could explain.
Georges has already explained. But he neglected to add that it was not just Renee's welfare that kept you here.
You better go.
What about Renee? You can't continue to hide your association with such a man.
I would not stand in your way if you wish to take her back to France with you.
You could not help yourself. Renee all but worships you.
Perhaps if she knew the truth.
It takes more than words to destroy such affection. I know that myself now.
Are you home? Colette, still worried about your husband?
It's too late to think of Charlotte now.
What is on your mind?
I was wondering how Renee will feel when she does know about us.
If that's what's worrying you, send her back to France with her father. I'll pay the way.
She would not go without me.
And that's too bad.
You sure you won't change your mind, Judd?
I told you once, Colette, you try to leave me and your whole world will come tumbling down. I'd walk this earth smooth to find you, your daughter, and your husband.
I don't intend to leave you, Judd. Where we're going, we go together.
Are you gone crazy?
Start the car and drive across Bay Bridge.
You better change the route. The Bay Bridge is only half finished.
I know.
Miss Marchand, I know that you don't feel like answering questions. But there are a few things I have to ask. Did your mother own a gun? We found a piece of cloth with the initials J.H. Does that mean anything to you? J.H. Does your mother know anyone with those initials? We also found in her handbag a letter addressed to George Benet, asking that he see that you be sent to France to be with your father if anything happened to her. Renee, was your mother expecting trouble? Would you like to go to the hospital with me? Be near your mother. Want to get ready?
Renee hadn't heard a word he said. All she could think of was Judd Harrison.
Oh, Renee. Wait a minute.
Then I went to the police, told them what I'd done. And I'm not sorry, Mr. Matthews. Because of that man, I'm all alone.
Renee, I understand there's someone in the next room who would like to see you.
Renee, she's going to be all right.
Father.
How did you find Marchand?
A friend of the family knew which plane he was taking. What did you learn from the girl?
That Harrison had it coming, in spades.
Sont toujours ensemble.
Hey, Bart, do you know what she said?
Yeah, sure.
What?
The most welcome words her family ever hoped to hear. See you in court, Ken. Judd Harrison also recovered, but on subsequent investigation was found guilty of income tax evasion and sentenced to prison. As for Renee, extenuating circumstances and the fact that she was a juvenile played heavily in her favor. She was released into the custody of her parents on summary probation. All three are now back in France. No malted milk and hamburgers, perhaps, but the Marchands have found happiness. The case you have just seen was brought to a fair and just conclusion through the efforts of a public defender. Tonight.